Hi, in this video, I'm going to talk about the credit for child and dependent care for 2021. Is it for you filing the tax in 2022 tax season? What is the credit for child and dependent care? So it is a refundable tax credit if you pay someone to care for your dependent. So you have to incur expense to care for your dependent, then you can claim this credit. Then how much is the credit? In 2021, this is a refundable tax credit. Refundable tax credit means even you don't owe any taxes, you still can get the cash back. So the amount tax credit is equal to 50% of the qualifying care expense. This 50% is a maximum percentage. I will show you later. Depends on your income level. The percentage will drop. Here is the 50% is a maximum. How about the maximum expense allowed? If you have one child, the maximum expense allowed is $8,000. You can see 50% of the $8,000 would give you maximum credit is $4,000. If you have 2 or more children, you would get a maximum expense allowed is $16,000. Then the maximum credit is $8,000, 50% of this. Also, highlighted blue, you see here is a 2021 number. 2021, this credit is very generous because of this American Rescue Plan. If you compare to 2020, just look at the number highlighted here. In 2020, the credit was a non-refundable, and the percentage was only 35%. So you can see maximum the expense allowed here compared to here is much lower in 2020. Then the credit, of course, the amount is much lower. Okay, let's talk about the income requirement. Here is the IRS provided the 2021 phasing out schedule for your income. Let's just look at here how it works. So basically say if your income is from $0 to $125,000, you would eligible for the 50% of your incurred expense here. Let's say if you make less than $125,000 in 2021, you have 2 or more dependents, you incurred expense more than $16,000, you would allow $16,000 expense claim, then you would get the maximum credit, which is $8,000. So let's see, what if you make more than 125,000, then less than 127,000? So the percentage is drop here to the 49% here, right? So what if you make more than 51,000, less than 153,000? So the percentage would drop to 36%. Then how about you make the 300,000? The percentage drop to 20%. So you can see that's how the more money you make, then the less of the percentage. So you make $300,000, you would only allow for the maximum credit is $3,200. To qualify this credit, first you have to have a dependent. Second, you have to pay someone to take care of your dependent. And you must have earned income. Who can be your dependent in this situation? For your kids, they have to be under age 13. Then other possible dependent is like your spouse or dependent who isn't able to care for themselves or herself. Like if you have a dependent parent who is disabled cannot take care of themselves, you have to pay someone coming to your home to take care of your disabled parent. In that situation, you are eligible for this credit as well. Then what is the qualifying and the non-qualified expense? Here we talk about the qualifying expense for child under age 13. So expense for the child in the nursery school, preschool, program for the kids below the level of the kindergarten, and the expense for before and after school cares of a child in a kindergarten or higher grade. So not qualified expenses is like you attend kindergarten, higher grade on expense for the care, and the summer school tutoring programs on qualified care expense. They call those expenses employment because you must have to work. So to qualify, you must pay the care expenses. So you and your spouse file jointly can work or look for work. So basically, it's that if you're married file jointly, both of you parents have to work in order to qualify for this credit. So how about one parent is just stay home to take care of the kids? Then in this situation, you are not qualified for the expense. Even your kids go to the daycare, have the preschool expense. In that situation, you are not qualified. So if you are married and the wife spouse treated as a working during the month or she is a full-time student. Then work also include activity looking for work. So if you are not working but you are actively looking for work, you are counted as a working as well. However, if you are a single parent, you were active looking for work but you didn't find a job, then you did not have a earned income, then you cannot take this